Hi, friends. I'm Pastor Jack Mantrick, pastor at Central United Methodist Church. We are talking about the fact that God calls us all to do work, and we're talking about the anointing of King David and how it was assumed that David's older brothers would be the ones that would be anointed. Samuel, who was a judge and a prophet, went to Jesse's house. He looked over all his sons, couldn't find a suitable king. God would not speak to Samuel, telling him that one of Jesse's sons was there. And he said, Samuel says to Jesse, well, are all your sons here? And in fact, they were not. David was out back taking care of the sheep. They brought David in, and the Lord said, upon this boy, my eyes are resting, and he is the one to be anointed. So rise up, Samuel, and anoint him to be the king of Israel. And I've said there are three things I want us to think about that will help us understand what it is that God is doing in the world and how we can work toward not having an automatic bias for or against those who are called in ministry. And the first idea was, first, we need to look for where God is at work in the world. God is at work in some of the darkest and some of the messiest places in our world. God is at work in the floods and in the forest fires where people are being cared for. God is at work in different parachurch ministries in downtown areas, metropolitan areas across our nation, including Detroit, including Pontiac, and we can be a part of that. The second thing is that we need to consider developing more intentional processes of suspending our biases. I really hate to say that I am a racist, but I probably am due to a lack of sensitivity that I'm not even aware of. But I think more of it as a prejudice or a bias. Prejudice being prejudgment, that not knowing all people of a particular type of people, then how is it that I am to make an entry into people's lives? You know, not all tall people like to play basketball. Not all short people hate being short. Not all firefighters are men. All those bias and prejudice are sort of there, and you can put your own in there. You might have some assumptions about people of different races or different cultures or of different nationalities. And we always talk about the hot-blooded Italians or the cranky Irish or whatever, the timid Asian people. Those are not helpful bias. Those are not helpful prejudices for us if we are to understand how God works through all people, and all means all. So we need to really be sensitive to others. And I want you to consider, what biases do you see at work in your work life? This being Labor Day, Monday, just this past Monday. What is it about our workplace that we still need to work on to make it a better place for people to work and to be productive? What is it that we are looking for in terms of suspending a bias that would help us understand people a little more deeply and a little more, how should I say, free of putting layers upon layers of our own misunderstandings upon them. At any rate, I just want you to think about what that means and what it is that gives to you a sense of purpose in discovering somebody's bias. Perhaps you've seen somebody denied a job or a promotion, or simply the opportunity to get to know somebody better. I know that I told the story of we needed a new mission director in one of my churches that I had served. And there was a rather, I would say, a rather timid woman, capable woman. I liked her just fine, but her face just kept coming to me when I was asking God to please deliver into my hand a new missions coordinator for our church. And I said, "Are you sure?" Her face just kept coming up in my mind when I would have this internal conversation about who I should get as our new director for missions. And sure enough, I asked her, she said, "What makes you want me to be your new mission director?" And I said, God. God is calling you, and I believe I'm a part of facilitating that call. And that young woman was an incredible missions director. She was there for many, many years. I'm proud to say and happy to say through the rest of my years with that church and then beyond. So, and I was very, very thankful for her response to that ministry. If I had just said, "Oh, she's not outgoing enough, she doesn't do public speaking, I just don't know how she would do," but she did a fantastic job. So what are the biases that you have, and how can you best suspend them so that we can work together and open our hearts to each other in affirming the gifts and graces that we all have to do God's will on earth? Let's pray. Gracious God, we do thank you for this time together. We ask that your blessing be upon us. We ask that you give to us a sense of suspending our biases and our prejudice so that we can know that we can work confidently with people who are different from us, but have wonderful skills, wonderful talents, wonderful gifts for ministry, that you are calling them to be productive just as you call us as well. Gracious God, we ask for this in the name of Jesus Christ and through the power and the wisdom of your Holy Spirit. Amen. Hey, friends, have a great Thursday. Consider joining us for worship on Sunday morning. We meet at 10:30 online and in person. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. God bless you.